It's December the 14th, 2015. Very early, I guess, right? Is it?
Yeah.
It's late.
Well,
but people would say it's early on December
early on
14th.
The 14th. Yeah.
Stupid.
You're stupid.
Just me and Andrea tonight. What's going on, Andrea?
Not a whole lot is going on. What is going on with you?
I don't know, man. I woke up at like 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Dude, 24-hour bar situation here in New Orleans is it's a dangerous thing. You're just like, I don't know, it's like 6, you're still drinking, and instead of having to go to someone's house, and hang out at some shitty back porch or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, we're playing pool, and like the bar didn't care if you smoked, even though they have the smoking ban now. So we're just smoking and playing pool and drinking. It's like, you don't ever want to leave. It's dark in there. There's some old jukebox from like the fucking 50s. You're like, this is... I don't know. So I ended up staying out way, way too late.
Are all the bars 24 hours, or is that a rare thing?
No, it's not. I don't know. There's probably a bunch of them, but they can be if they want. I don't know if it's some special permit or whatever, but there's enough of them that I know it's a thing.
That's super weird.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I've never...
People are really, really drunk by like 5, 6 in the morning. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, I was going to say the latest I've ever gone to a bar up here is 4 a.m. There are a couple 4 a.m. bars around here. And even then, I'm usually ready to go at 2 when most of the bars close and everybody seems too drunk then. But,
yeah. Dude, it gets really drunk. By
6 a.m. after 10 hours of drinking.
It gets really, really drunk, but right about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It does.
I guess, you know what? That would probably be really fun if I wasn't super drunk. But I hate to be
it would be horrible then. Just be exhausted and not enjoying anything. Making everyone else uncomfortable.
Maybe if I had done a bunch of uppers and I wasn't tired.
All right,
and
whatever.
I was just able to laugh at everyone.
Let's get on with the show. This is stupid.
All right. It's late. I don't have good judgment right now.
What are we doing? We got a couple of police brutality things.
We haven't talked about police for a while, but we've got some weird stuff
Police
this week.
murdering people things.
Yeah, police murders.
Go ahead and lead the way. Dumb
all
shit.
Right. Well, the first one... was in Paradise, California, and that is
what's wrong? What's going on with you? Are you all right?
I don't know. I'm trying to. I had to restart the computer, so I'm trying to make sure that everything is still organized, and now it's not. Things are taking a minute, so I'm trying to stall, but I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, dude, you're supposed to actually say something, something is just as superfluous as it may be. Just ramble about the thing and repeat yourself or something instead of going,
somewhere something happened. Yeah. Paradise, California. Police officer Patrick Feaster was in pursuit of a DUI suspect who the DUI suspect then flipped his car over. 26-year-old Andrew Thomas was driving. He struck the median and flipped his car over, and his wife was ejected from the car, and she died.
Right.
And he was okay. And when the car flipped over and she was ejected, he immediately started trying to climb out of the car. It was on its side, lying on the driver's side of the vehicle, so he was climbing up out of the passenger side window.
And the cop just walks up like calmly. And without saying anything, just shoots him in the neck, it looks like. Yeah,
right in the neck. And then real calmly reholsters his gun.
The way he does it, it looks like he decided, because I think it was a chase, right? They were running from him.
Yeah, it said he was in pursuit. Now the footage, you don't see the car that he's pursuing until he pulls up on the flipped car. So they must have been really far ahead of him.
Yeah, but his lights were on, I noted. So
Yeah.
I think he was chasing him. Either way,
Yeah.
whatever. I think what happened is the cop got so angry during the chase that he was like, I'm killing this guy no matter what.
That's what it seemed like.
That's what's happening, because he just got out and just killed him, just executed him.
Yeah. No, it didn't appear that he said anything, or, I mean, he was just like, bam. And then the eeriest part to me is how calmly he then reholsters his gun.
And they said it was a mistake, right?
Yeah, they called it an accident. They said it was not criminal, and that it may even breach into negligence, but not criminal negligence.
The guy who's this guy Ramsey? The Butte County District Attorney Mike Ramsey says the evidence in this case shows the shooting to be accidental and possibly negligent, but not criminally so. This shooting is not justified, but also not criminal, he says.
How? I just don't.
Dude, that's
Did they see the same video?
That's how many times have we seen this? That's what they fucking do.
Well, now Andrew Thomas didn't die, so it's
I know,
possible.
but his wife's dead and he's paralyzed for, I think, from the neck down, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Dude.
He is.
And he was 26.
But it might have been easier for the cop to fight it because it wasn't actually murder or homicide, or, he didn't die. He just shot him. And I'm sure there's a much larger gray area
He's
for that.
on video shooting a clearly unarmed guy.
Unprovoked.
Who just
and then he goes, and then you can see in the video, he puts his gun back. He kind of lingers for a second, and then he walks up and looks down through the passenger side window and looks down to where the guy is obviously laying, because he's half out of the car when he shoots him, and then he falls back in.
Right. Yeah. He just drops immediately. Yeah.
And then you see him take a few steps back and call on his radio. But he doesn't call right away after he shoots him.
He definitely didn't look like he thought the driver was a threat at all. He wasn't trying to take any kind of cover, or he didn't even look nervous at all. He didn't look like he was protecting himself in any way. He just walked up and fucking shot him.
Yeah, and then hold on. Then he calls for backup, and backup arrives on the scene. And he didn't say anything about shooting the guy. He didn't tell anybody that he fired his weapon. And he only fessed up.
Oh, that's right. I read that. I forgot about that. It was only when the paramedics asked where this bullet hole came from.
No, the commanding officer.
Oh, okay.
The commanding officer, he only told his commanding officer after somebody had pointed out, hey, this was a gunshot wound, not a vehicular wound. And then he confessed to his commanding officer that he had fired his gun. But he didn't even, I mean, how did he, I mean, there's no reason to finish any questions here. So this is a Paradise police officer.
It says the gun discharged.
Yeah. And the video allegedly shows him discharging it obviously shows him firing a gun
right
into somebody's person,
right into his person. That's, dude, I the wording on this stuff is always so fucking apologetic for the police. It just makes me fucking sick.
Yeah,
the gun discharged on its own. So they didn't say that, but if that's what they're going with, why didn't the fucking district attorney say that? He just said it shows it to be accidental, possibly negligent, but not criminally so. How is it negligent then? If you know what I mean, if the gun just went off on its own and it totally wasn't his fault, it's just none of this makes fucking sense. He just killed a guy on video and.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to say, it misfired, or it happened while he was walking towards him. So, I misstepped and clenched my hand, and the gun went off.
He didn't look startled.
Nope.
Not one bit.
He looked excited. He looked downright excited. And then we also had this week the Texas man who was shot to death in his driveway. by the Bexar County Sheriff or Police.
Yeah, that video is bizarre because maybe you've read a little bit more about it. I've only watched the video, but I'm not sure what exactly was going on there. But the guy was shirtless, clearly unarmed.
The police had responded because the man, let's see, his name is Gilbert Flores, 41-year-old Gilbert Flores.
Maybe the video just looks like he's unarmed. Did he have a knife?
Had a knife.
He did, okay.
He had a small knife, and he was shielding himself with a folding chair. All
right, good plan.
His mom called the police and said, "My son has gone crazy. He beat up his wife. She's bleeding, and he's breaking everything in the house, and he has a knife."
All right.
So the police showed up, and did you see there were two different videos, and the one that I watched was the one that just got released so the grand jury this week decided not to indict the cops who shot this guy, and then they released this footage that they had. And it was shot from like across the street. Some people in their house. Okay, that's the one you saw?
Yeah.
There's another one with a different angle where you can never see the hand that has the knife, but this one apparently
maybe that
shows
is
the knife.
Okay, maybe that is the one I saw then. All right, whatever.
Anyway, so also in the background of the 911 call, you can hear a man yelling in the background, saying things like, "They better send a SWAT team. Basically saying, I'm gonna have them kill me. I'm going to die today. If you're calling the cops, that's gonna be it."
Okay, so this guy was going pretty nuts. He was hurting people. He needed to be dealt with. Mm-hmm. I guess you can't argue with that. But it looked like in the video that he was surrendering and he had his hands in the air when he was shot.
Yeah, it was really weird because the video I watched is 50 minutes long. These people uploaded the entire thing from when they started filming until. And
actually, you know what? I will say this. Sorry. If he did have a knife in his hand, then they went a lot longer without killing him than they usually do.
Yes, that's what I was about to say.
Because he actually moved pretty aggressively at a few of them. A bunch of times during the whole thing. Yeah,
and then he like went to try and get into one of the vehicles and tried to get into the cop car.
Yeah.
And they tolerated a lot, which is what makes it even more bizarre, because he was standing when they finally shot him. He never got close enough to harm them, but they did shoot tasers at him that didn't connect with him. He was shielding himself with the chair, and then he was picking them up off of the street and like throwing them off into the distance.
This guy was just completely out of his mind.
Yeah. But they didn't shoot him then. They didn't shoot him when he was picking up their weapons. They didn't shoot him when he was walking towards them or wagging the chair at them or trying to get back into the house. Or, they shot him. He walked up to the police vehicle that was parked on the street and apparently attempted to get inside of it and then didn't. He was on the side of the vehicle that's blocked from the camera. And then he came just into view, and you can see him put his hands up in the air, and he's just standing there for 1.5 to 2 seconds. And then one of them just fires twice. Pow, pow. Super fast.
I didn't really understand how that they went that long without shooting him, even when they had opportunities to probably do it justifiably if he's running at you with a knife.
Right. Which he was. He did charge them. I mean, he backed them off for a fairly generous space. He got them to walk backwards at least 20 feet from where they had originally
been. That's what you would like to see more of if we're going to have police fucking handling all these situations.
Yeah.
You would like to see more like what you see in other countries, which is them making a lot more honest of an effort to not hurt anyone,
Right. And to actually allow a situation to de-escalate rather than just force control onto the situation. But the guy, he wanted them to shoot him.
Yeah, this is a weird one.
And he died.
I wonder if there's something you can't see on the video. I wonder if you I don't know what it would be if he tries to fucking throw the knife at somebody, or I don't know.
His whole body is in frame when they shoot him. It's not like he's partially obstructed, and you can clearly see both of his hands. And even if he still has the knife in his hand, he's holding it above his head.
Right.
You can see what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah, I've only seen it
not
once,
like
so I just didn't.
It's not like he's preparing to flick his wrist and lodge it into one of their throats from 15 feet away.
Sure.
So it was a pretty weird one. But these cops were exonerated, declined to indict. Even though I don't know. I don't think, I don't know. But the thing I liked the best about this, though, is the people who shot the video were clearly very, very tense about what was happening.
Well, yeah. Understandably so.
And it's a man and a woman. And like early on in the video, so they posted this whole 50-minute thing. And like at the very beginning, the guy's setting up the camera. And you can hear the woman is like, oh, what's happening? And she's like trying to look out the window. And he's like, get away from the window. Get away from the window. And she's like, why? You're by the window. And he's like, I don't want them to see that we're filming this. I don't want them to see you. I don't want them to see you watching them. And so she's like, okay, whatever. And like as things are happening, apparently he stays by the window and is safe to watch what's happening. And she's asking totally innocent questions. What's happening? What's he doing? What are they doing? And you can just hear the guy keep getting more and more and more mad that she's asking questions
Just
about
tell her to shut up and stuff.
Yeah, he does. He does tell her to shut up. He says things like, her name, I can't figure out if her name is, I thought it was Evelyn, but then he calls her Enna at one point. So I don't know. But he's just like, hates that she's talking to him while this is going on. So we picked some of this, I think, to listen to.
Is he still on the floor?
Yeah, they're gonna bring them. They're clearing the house to make sure it's safe to bring medical in, and the medical's gonna come in and check on him. I don't know what happened. He had a knife in his hand, Anna. That is a deadly weapon. Maybe he was coming toward the cops. I don't know. It's on video. I didn't see that exact second. I don't know.
Where did they shoot him at?
I don't know.
Where did they shoot him at?
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Filming the cops.
We can open it.
Go ahead, you can open it now.
Make it opener. Idiot. She was talking about the blinds there.
That quick?
And just keep in mind, you're also getting recorded on everything that's here. Yes, it went down that quick. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen the.
Other people are going to hear your dumbass
Go
questions.
down that quick.
She's saying she's never seen someone get shot and go down that quick.
Yeah.
You know, people don't usually fall down after you shoot them a couple times.
No, they fall down slowly.
They go back home and fucking try to walk it off. Take care of some shit. Maybe go see a doctor tomorrow. Anyways, is there anything else good, or I think that's about it right now?
No, that's about it. Yeah, that's my favorite moment.
That's as
Don't
they're
forget,
watching
you're
out
getting
there.
recorded right now too.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? It
Everyone's
sounded
gonna
like you
hear how
meant. It
stupid
sounded.
You are.
I don't think so. It sounded like you meant like she was going to get herself in some kind of legal problems.
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
ask questions.
everything you're saying is being recorded too. All right. So I don't know. That's just another one where it doesn't look like there was any real reason to shoot the guy.
No, but there was earlier, and they didn't shoot.
Right. That's a weird one.
Yeah, that's a super weird one. All right, so there's new information has been released regarding the Waco shootout, the
big biker shootout that the cops killed 4 people.
Cops killed 4 of the 9 people who died by police bullets.
Yeah, which they determined by, I guess they were the only ones.
Autopsy.
Yeah, and police were the only ones that had a certain caliber of bullet.
Yeah, the .223 caliber bullets.
223s. Oh yeah, boy, have I had some fun with those.
So now I'm surprised. I wonder who funded this study. Let's see. Police Chief Brent Stroman said that his officers had fired a total of 12 rounds.
What? That's a lie.
That's a total lie. There were so many police officers there.
Yeah.
There were 16 there when it began.
Although, I don't know. It was pretty chaotic scene. Maybe they weren't firing as much because there were so many fucking people around.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Whatever.
Although they did manage to kill 4 people.
Yeah.
And usually, I mean, 12. It seems unusual that they would only fire 12 rounds and kill 4 people.
It does. But if I recall, there was no audio to the video that was released from that whole thing, so.
Yeah.
Probably no way to know. Anyways, what else on this? Anything, or should we move it along?
Just a quick update, yeah.
All right. So whatever. What does that even mean? Who cares? What happened with that mock mass shooting?
Okay, so there was
and it was basically a pro Second Amendment group that put it together, right?
Yeah, pro guns.
To point out how vulnerable people would be on a college campus or whatever. So it's like one guy holding up a sign that says "gun free zone," and a bunch of other people fucking laying around with ketchup squirted on them.
Yeah. Red corn syrup.
It's ketchup. I think I read that it's ketchup, and you can tell it's squirted from a ketchup bottle. It's all just like lines of ketchup squirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite obviously ketchup.
Right.
Anyways, it's stupid.
So there was a protest going on, and this smaller group at this pro-gun protest, a smaller group broke off and staged a mock mass shooting, which included their own crisis actors, and I guess they must have called the police on themselves. It says the Austin Police Department, along with members of the press, were tricked by the stunt. So I don't know if they called the police or if someone else called the police. It doesn't say. But it took 16 minutes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Well, why... the cops, they call the cops and they're going to be like, so we have to go respond to that play that they're doing? Like, because the cops knew they were doing it ahead of time and they had to, like, change their location so that they wouldn't know where they would be. Mm-hmm. Why would they respond quickly? Just be like, okay, right. we'll come look at you laying on the ground. Fine. So the response time thing, I get the bigger point around it, and that's fine. But they keep harping on the 16-minute response time. Like, well, they knew it was just you guys are fucking squirting ketchup on each other.
Yeah.
Laying on the ground, a bunch of fucking fat retards.
Rush over there to watch you squirt ketchup on each other. Yeah,
they are. All of them are fat except for one guy too in this picture.
In real life, you mean?
Everybody looks bad laying on the ground though. That's not a good position. True. Laying on your back on the ground. The gun rights activist group managed to trick police. Yeah, whatever. By dipping out during the planned protest, only to later regroup to stage the mass shooting, complete with crisis actors. Yeah. Did Alex Jones have anything to do with this?
Not that I know of.
It was in Austin. I heard him talking about something like this the other day. I've been listening to him again a little bit. It's like such a hilarious show, but like, I mean, some of it's so annoying in so many ways. But I don't know. I really like the information, I guess, and kind of the perspective on things.
Sometimes you have to sift through annoying personalities to get to it.
Except now he's pretty pro Donald Trump too, and that's why I remembered why I stopped listening to him, is because he's not really anti-government enough for me, Right. And he kind of just plays into all this stuff, and I just remembered kind of what a circus it was too. Like, it's entertaining, whatever. Throw it on every once in a while. All right, next.
We have our good friend Martin Shkreli, the world's richest asshole, has bought a new drug and plans to increase the price by 99,900%.
So is that just a made-up number? Yes. Shkreli's company, Turing Pharmaceuticals, made the news previously for raising prices on the HIV-related drug Daraprim. We talked about this. Increasing the price from $13.50 to $700 per pill. All right, so that was the AIDS thing. Now what's going on here? What is this
So
medicine?
it's for Chagas disease. Chagas. I don't know how to pronounce it. Chagas. And which is being passed around right now by the kissing bug. Which, if people have been paying attention, that's been there's a kissing bug outbreak in the United States right now.
Okay.
So there's the projection that there's going to be a huge increase in cases of Chagas. And right now, a 2-month treatment costs between $50 and $100. But once this deal goes through completely, it'll cost $60,000 to $100,000 for a 2-month treatment.
Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the same fucking asshole that won't put out the Wu-Tang album that he bought.
Yeah, this son of a bitch. Oh, on that note, it turns out that the Bill Murray thing is not true.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But,
that didn't seem true, actually, looking back on it.
Yeah. But it is true that he's friends with RZA, so.
Oh, cool. There's another sinister context to this as well. The U.S. has a well-publicized outbreak of the kissing bug, which is one of the main ways Chagas is spread. Should I be scared of this? I haven't heard of this yet.
Yeah, this is the new Ebola.
Dude, but this says estimates have upwards of 300,000 people in the United States having Chagas.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you can't afford a $60,000
So what happens to you?
Months.
What happens to you if you get this Chagas? Do you know?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Yeah, look it up.
It's something that needs ongoing treatment, apparently.
I'm gonna find out how afraid we're supposed to be.
All right.
But this guy's a genius. Let's just admit it. He's gonna make shitloads of money.
Yeah, of course he is.
He's an evil genius. I really hate this guy too, but I don't know. His whole thing, this is basically what he does for a living that he's been doing for years, is identifying like medications that are new that he can make shitloads of money on, right?
Right, or things that are just not priced the right way. Let's see. Chagas is a parasitic disease. It's a parasite.
Okay, but what happens to you?
Let's see. It can fatally damage the heart, nervous, and digestive systems.
Son of a bitch, dude. This is gonna happen to me. I can tell already. Where's the what is the kissing bug?
Body aches, fatigue, fever, vomiting, irreversible damage to the heart, esophagus, colon, digestive disorders, constipation, digestive problems, abdominal pain, swallowing difficulties. Ooh. And it's also
Christ.
really difficult to diagnose.
Dude, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I can already tell. You have bugs down there.
I
If
know.
anywhere is going to have like a weird ass bug, it's going to be somewhere warm.
What does
right?
a kissing bug look like?
Let's see.
I gotta look this up. Whatever.
They kind of look like a big giant tick.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen any of those.
They're also known as assassin bugs.
Why is this happening?
Or maybe they look like a little tiny cockroach.
All right.
Their butts are really big.
Whatever. I'll look it up. But
And they want to kiss you.
where are they from? Are they invading and that's why this is happening?
No, they have always lived in the Americas, and Chagas is almost 100% contained within North and South America. They must just be having a boom right now because of the unseasonably warm weather that everyone is experiencing in North America.
Okay. They're one of those things that's supposed to like go in the ground when it freezes and shit. And
Probably, yeah.
But instead they've just like mated 3 times as much as they're supposed to.
Yep. And all the birds are going to get real big, and then they're all going to die from this parasite.
Yeah, warm winters are really bad for shit like that. Like fleas, I think, too. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Cockroaches.
It's been like 60 degrees. It's been raining for 2 days. If this was snow, we would have probably 20 inches of snow by now.
Yeah, what's going on? Should we be afraid of the weather?
Well, they're calling it El Nino. I mean, apparently they can predict this stuff. It has to do with air currents and
I remember people like immediately think this is some part of some like global warming thing, and I don't know, dude. I remember being like 10 and wearing shorts on Christmas one time because it was like 58 degrees.
I remember that too. And also, I was looking at yesterday. Chicago had record warm temperatures, and most of the records for this area were set in 1991 for yesterday. And then I was looking at it, and there were record warm temperatures for Missouri, Minnesota, Tennessee, and then like parts of southern Illinois too for the same day in the same year. It was all in 1991. So, like, that was the last time it was so hot. It just makes sense that it's cyclical, you know?
Yeah, it's just not really a new thing.
Right, exactly. So. All
right, well, whatever.
How do we get to that?
I'm enjoying it for now. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. It's way better.
Okay, why did Michelle Obama put out this rap video? Or I guess she just does like a little guest appearance in it. A little feature.
Yeah. Because she has White House swagger.
Did she say that?
No, ABC 7 Chicago said that.
Oh my God.
With a little White House swagger, First Lady Michelle Obama makes her hip-hop debut in a new rap video aimed at motivating teens to go to college.
Oh, yeah, this is what teenagers like to listen to.
Yeah.
Stuff like
let's
this.
Check it out.
All right, let's hear this.
You gonna do after high school?
I don't know, just hang out, I guess.
Hang out? Your future is hazy, trying to figure it out. Asking why I'm here, so you crashing in doubt. It's your choice, so voice it, whole world your oyster.
Can you describe this guy? He's like a 35-year-old black guy in like some what would be like a college outfit maybe 20 years ago or something. Like a sweater with a fucking collared shirt coming out of it and khakis.
Yeah, but his sweater is cool because there's stripes on one sleeve, but not on the other.
Well, that's pretty cool, but
yeah.
But he's a terrible rapper. He's really bad. Let's hear the beginning of this again. This guy's so... And then he jumps up on the picnic table and just starts looking at these kids and fucking... Here, check out this mediocre, fucking outdated by 15 years rap I'm doing. Watch this.
Hang out, I guess.
Hang out? Your future is hazy, trying to figure it out. Asking why I'm here, so you crashing in doubt. It's your choice, so voice it, whole world your oyster. Can't be dropping the ball when your future's nothing to toy with. Telescope and stay focused, make a mark and get noticed. Get the degree, thermostat, help me.
God damn it!
You wanna fly jets?
The whole world gone crazy!
Try and cash checks, fill your head with knowledge. If you wanna watch pain, don't go to college. But for everything else, you should go to college. You can study engineering. They be building robots.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Be a math major, hop a moon crater, be an astronaut, be up in the sky like a baby. Finance is a science, but you still need a degree. Archaeology, astronomy.
Yeah.
All right, wait. Let's talk about this, which I didn't notice the first time I watched this. They have the lyrics on the bottom of the screen, and some of the words are emojis instead of words.
Well, that's cool. It's for teens, Andrea. Don't you understand?
I don't get this. I don't.
That's how they'll you know, if you want to influence teens, you got to talk to them like they talk to each other. You know what I mean? And you got to kind of infiltrate a little bit. Like you got to kind of just weave your way in real slick like, so they don't even see it coming and they'll just think you're just like them.
Yeah, you got to get on their level in order to bring them up to your level.
But not astrology. No.
Why not astrology? They don't like astrology in this video. Don't study astrology, I guess. All right.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can't learn
Southside
about ever.
Chicago, we all know we
This
had
is
to do
Michelle
overtime
Obama.
every night to make it tomorrow, and everyone could really make their dream true. Hey kid, listening in Michigan, that could be you.
Fucking bitch.
Einstein put it in time, here's a flow chart. Now it won't happen magically, but you can change fantasy into reality so dramatically. You wanna fight crime, you should fight. You wanna run around, don't go to college. For everything else, you should go to college.
Better make room. We coming. We're applying. That paper is not getting thrown in the garbage. You go to college.
I mean, what the
I
fuck?
said college. I said college. I said
God.
college. You know they always fall the finger. College. Go.
Oh my God, I hate that guy very, very much.
He he looks like he got this job because he vaguely remembers some existing he vaguely resembles some existing famous black guys, and he like kind of reminds you of them, and so you like trust him a little bit.
Yeah, who is this guy even?
He's nobody. I don't know. His name's not even on here.
And if you're gonna have you the first lady rap for some reason, then why, you know, like, you could probably get somebody really famous to do it at least. I don't even understand any of this.
Yeah, you could definitely get somebody really famous to do it. And also, isn't having the first black first lady put out a rap song a little racist?
Andrea.
Couldn't she have put
pointing out racism
a
is
country
racist,
song
dude?
Or ragtime?
Right? Why wasn't this like a rockabilly thing? She's like dressed like a cowboy. Yeah.
Now, if the first lady put out a yodeling song about going to college, I don't see how anyone could resist that.
God, is that just a big pile of pandering garbage, isn't it? Fucking shit.
You want to be in debt? Go to college.
Yeah. You want to get date raped? Go to college.
You want to work in a restaurant? Go to college.
Yeah, no shit. What, dude? This is just it's so terrible that it makes me like I can actually feel like the tear ducts kind of welling up. You know, I could like have that feeling like I'm about to cry. Honestly, it just is a really the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's
And then this idiot talking at the end. Hold on, let's see that again. And then she's they're walking out dude, they're walking like out of this door together, the rapper and Michelle Obama, and they're wearing like sunglasses like from the 90s and like making like very 90s rap movements with their hands.
Yeah.
It's like, were you going after fucking small town white people aged 35 to 45 with this video? What was this supposed to be? Like, you know, fucking kids are gonna think when they're gonna laugh their fucking asses off at this.
Yeah, and not in the way you want them to.
No, and look at her. Oh, dude. Why did she? Fuck. I want to hear her part again.
Southside Chicago, we all know we had to do overtime every night to make it tomorrow, and everyone could really make their dream true. Hey kid, listening in Michigan, that could be you.
But a dream is
That was all they could muster for her, huh?
That's the best she could do.
Well, they both fucking suck, and I'm offended musically, and really unhappy about this entire thing, to be honest.
Go easy on her. It can't
Why?
be hard being the only black transgender first spouse of these United States.
I guess you're
and
right.
trying to drop an album at the same time.
I heard there was a conspiracy theory. I'm sure this is a joke, but this guy commented on a YouTube video that I looked at that said he heard a conspiracy theory that Barack Obama first started running for president to promote his mixtape. I just thought that was kind of funny.
That's probably true.
A lot of people commented on this Michelle Obama rap video, like, how could she take part in something like a rap song? Like, that's so low class.
Real
like,
classy, Flotus.
Yeah, real classy. Hashtag Flotus.
Hashtag get it together. Hashtag gangster culture.
P.S.
Hashtag not my culture.
P.S. Nice dick.
Yeah. Why didn't she flash her dick more in this video? That's what I want to know.
Man, that was awful. That was as bad. That's easily as bad as Rebecca Black, the Friday song.
Yeah,
remember that shit?
Yeah, I remember it.
It's easily as bad.
Yeah, and that was even like the Rebecca Black Friday was tongue in cheek. This has no sense of irony to it whatsoever.
Yeah, dude. The idea that they thought this was something to aim at
how many
teens.
people did this idea go through, and how many people worked on this project, and how many people said, oh hell yeah, that's gonna work, let's spend time on that.
Fucking Christ, I don't know, somebody was probably making this and they just got her to do it with them, you know, but I don't know, dude. It's probably somebody who puts out a lot of videos and shit, you know, but
it's probably somebody who went to college.
Yeah. Worked with a lot of waitresses with college degrees in my time.
Yep.
Haven't you?
Yeah, most of them.
All right, well, we're going to do this thing about the Kentucky Christian Homeless Shelter, whatever, that just banned women and girls because the Bible. That's the headline. Freaking idiotic headline. This guy basically was concerned that people were having sex in the shelter and decided that the solution would be to ban women.
Right. All women and female children.
Because men don't have sex with each other.
No. This is a Christian center.
So, I guess I understand the guy's like a hardcore Christian. So according to his beliefs, he doesn't want to be providing a place for people to have like casual sex. So okay, fine. But is the solution really to just kick all the women out? Maybe, I don't know. You have to think there's a better.
Maybe there's a women's wing and a men's wing.
Well, they already had that going on, but he was like, you know, I can't. There's no way for me to like stop anyone from coming in and out and stuff. You can't really just like lock people up, I don't think. But yeah, like the nearest place I guess is 30 minutes away too, by drive machine,
by horse,
otherwise known as car, and so yeah, it's pretty brutal.
That's yeah, and also that kind of implies that it's the women's fault that these things could be happening.
Well, he said it was because there was a lot less women. So if you had to choose one, this decision displaced less people, I think. But
38%.
Well, his quote was pretty good too. Wait. I don't know. Here's what it is. This is what he said. I don't know if what's happening if it's a hole because they don't know it's a men and women's shelter. They say, well, we're homeless. Maybe we can find somebody, a mate or something. He explained, adding that if they'd done it right, they'd be fine, but they go overboard with it. What the fuck any of that means?
Woodward did not explain how they could done it right.
Yeah. Dude, this is from addictinginfo.org, this article. So that's this guy's just a lunatic. He's just a babbling moron. But why is it okay? It's easy to talk shit about somebody like this, But why? I would guess that, like, you know, most of the shelters in this country, probably by an overwhelmingly large percentage, are Christian or otherwise religious, you know?
Yeah. I would probably agree with that.
Why do none of us who say that we're good people and not religious? Because, like, I'm, you know, obviously we're not religious at all. I never do any fucking charity work. They're doing it all the time. A lot of them.
Yeah, they do it out of guilt, though.
Are you sure?
No.
No, I know. That's the scary part. Maybe they are better.
But there's also, you know, I do good things. I give to homeless people every opportunity I have. Anytime I walk past a bell ringer for Salvation Army, I put $1 in it. That's the rule.
Look at you.
But, you know, you give according to your ability. And
well, that explains it in my case.
Have a better ability to do it. If all of your time and energy is spent looking out for yourself, what are you supposed to do?
That's true.
So,
all right. So this guy came to the decision based on the Bible. He says, because what he claims was happening was sinful. He said he isn't blaming the women because it takes two, but he houses more men than women. Okay.
Well, and the other thing too is I'm sure that most shelters are women oriented. And I do know that there are certain networks of shelters where it's only women because if they're like abuse shelters, you know, they can't let men into those situations if there's a woman hiding from a man and with her children and you know. So I guess it's fair.
Yeah, why can't there be a just men's shelter, I guess? Well, there's probably plenty of those too, though.
Yeah.
This is all
YMCA.
stupid. This is just fucking 2-minute hate baiting.
Yeah, it is. We bit the hate bait.
Yeah, that's true. But this guy is like a hilarious moron.
Yeah.
Also, so there's also that.
If they'd done it right, they'd be fine. But they go overboard with it.
Yeah, that just made no sense.
Well, we're homeless. Maybe we can find somebody, a maid or something.
Yeah, you know he talks like that too.
Yeah.
All right.
Just to be clear, we are not biased or prejudiced whatsoever. He said that too.
It'd be awesome if he just said, well, you know what? I'm gay, and I was sick of these fucking disgusting women taking up a bunch of the room that could be filled with more desperate men. And that's the whole story there. It's like
leaving all their lady products around.
Now, what group is supposed to hate what group over that?
Yeah.
Try that one on for size. Yeah, argue that one out. What's going on with this thing? Here's the headline: Obama withholding 2,100 Iraq and Afghanistan torture photos. Worse than Abu Ghraib.
Ghraib? I think it's Garib.
No, I think it's Abu Ghraib.
Ghraib.
The unreleased images are said to be more disturbing than the photos from Abu Ghraib that shocked the world in 2004 Getty. The Obama administration has been given a December... Oh, wait, that's...
I don't think you were supposed to read Getty.
That's in the fucking line of words. It's in the fucking words. It's like, on my copy of this, it just is exactly in line, and it looks like it's part of what I'm supposed to be reading. Then I realized, like, a second later, I'm like, what did I just say? It shocked the world in 2004. The Obama administration has been given a December deadline to explain why it has withheld more than 2,000 graphic images depicting Iraqi and Afghanistan detainees being tortured by the U.S. military. A federal judge has ordered the U.S. government to explain one photograph at a time why it blocked the images from being released to the public. Holy shit.
One photograph at a time. That's
C-SPAN is going to get some serious ratings on that.
Yeah, they are.
Who's gonna watch that? It's going fucking 1,600 hours of questions. It's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Now on to photo 2126B-2.
But what's gonna actually happen is they're gonna just read off like one number after another, and the government is gonna have one standard answer that they just give for each one. And it's going to move
Yeah.
along pretty quick, probably. But they're going to do the whole thing because government makes sense.
We withheld the release of that photo in the interest of public security. That's it.
What else you got on this?
Nothing.
This is just a bunch of bullshit.
You remember how crazy people went when these original photos came out?
Wasn't he gonna close this?
What?
Wasn't he gonna close? Or no. I'm thinking of Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that either, right?
No.
Okay.
He talks about it.
And people don't understand why I'm like, I'm not gonna waste energy on somebody like Bernie Sanders. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Jesus Christ. Shut up about Bernie Sanders already. I'm so sick of it. I can't believe how much more of this we have to endure.
It's still a year, right? Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
And it's
Leave me alone.
It's really exhausting. It's just like, are you guys seriously going to do this again? You're going to fucking believe this whole thing again, but that this guy's going to change so many things for the better? Like, he's just
President Daniel Day-Lewis.
It's such a fucking joke, dude. It's just one guy in a system that's still designed to keep you in subservience. Everything is still going to be the same, you know?
But wait, he's going to make college free.
So you're against college then?
You want people to pay for college?
Yeah, fine. I'm against college.
Yeah, and
Why
also
not?
he can just like wave a magic wand and suddenly nobody ever has to pay for college again. Because that's how
Right.
that works.
He's going to legalize drugs. Oh, really? How many times have we heard... Obama used to say shit like that too, but he said it cryptically so you wouldn't be able to hold him to anything. But he'd talk about, drug prohibition being, the cause of so much violence in the country and stuff. He talked about that shit, and then right after he got into office, somebody asked him about it, and he just laughed. He's like, drugs aren't being legalized in my office or whatever. Like,
yeah.
You fucking scumbag.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking
Nobel Peace
scumbag.
Prize, please.
Every single one of them, scumbags.
Scumbagerinis.
Ah, man.
Yeah, I saw a thing today that the Bernie Sanders fans are very upset because he's not getting the media coverage that all the other candidates are getting.
Well, I understand that they should be.
Huh?
They probably should be upset, but...
Yeah. Well, and according to an independent study that I don't have it in front of me, but like a third-party company did an independent study, and Bernie Sanders is polling ahead of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is getting like 1,000 times more coverage.
Right.
Just overall. In
people really
media.
like Bernie Sanders because they're buying into the idea that he's this outsider who's a fresh change in things, Whatever, dude. I'm just not going to be fucking fooled, If I turn out to be wrong, that would be awesome. But I doubt it.
Sure.
I really doubt it.
I can't accept that he is real.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it.
No, that's basically what it comes down to. I'm not going to fucking buy into another one of these people.
Well, and I can't help it. I usually avoid clicking on anything presidential candidate related. Anything that's obviously like clickbaiting me and counting who's clicking on what.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my clicks counted. But I did come across, oh God, he was on another late night talk show. I can't remember who it was. But I just remember like not being able to believe that people found him genuine.
Who?
He's like Bernie Sanders.
Right. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. We watched it on the show.
No, it was a different one.
Oh, okay, because
that was when he was on Jimmy Fallon. We watched
the one where
pretty good.
Yeah, he was horrible.
Yeah, I think this one was.
He was
Jimmy
so
Kimmel.
unnatural and just fucking creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, and like clearly uncomfortable and not. I don't know, just so
Not
disingenuous.
funny.
Yeah. And I remember wondering, like, if you can't be a genuine personality, then why are you going on a show designed to showcase your personality? Like, stick to being a politician and answer questions cryptically. You know, like, why are you exposing yourself as someone who has no real, genuine personality? But people eat it up. They think he does.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. Whatever. I hope you guys do elect Bernie Sanders and fucking so what can happen
and, watch him
and
fail.
Just like I don't. Go ahead. I hope it does happen. Although it would be pretty cool to see Donald Trump be president. Because I don't care at all. It'd be awesome. Fine. Gives a shit.
Just like watch the whole country go up in a mushroom cloud.
Yeah. Are they going to disband the CIA? Are they going to legalize all drugs? Are they? What's going to happen? What's going to be so great? The shit the shit that I'm worried about is not being addressed by any politician anywhere.
What if Trump gets into office and just like knows he has nothing left to lose and just goes crazy and starts signing a bunch of fucking crazy ass executive orders until they impeach him?
That would be hilarious. I don't care.
He's the only one who would do that. Nobody else who's running would do that.
We are so out of this. Fuck. The system is so out of control. We have so little influence over it at this point. You know, it doesn't matter. 90% of this country has thought weed should be legal for 50 years, probably. It's fucking ridiculous. That's probably an exaggeration, but you know, most people think weed should be legal, and it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and we've gotten nowhere on it. You know, and now more and more people are waking up to the fact that all drugs should be legal. And we don't have any influence over this at all. We're just basically preyed upon.
Yeah.
As a society.
At least we can not put our names on it. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my name on shit.
I really want to become a sovereign citizen.
Yeah, we should figure out how to do that.
Do you just say that you are one? And you got to know what you're talking about?
There's got to be some
process to like detach from your person.
Yeah.
From your U.S. citizen.
Or to detach from your citizen and reclaim full ownership of your person.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the way you would have to go.
Become declassified as a U.S. citizen. No longer shall I be.
I think you did it.
Yes. Just say a bunch of shit like that.
Yeah.
All the magic legal words. So, all right. Hey, we got anything else, or is that about it tonight?
No, I think that's about it tonight.
Is it?
Oh, I think it is. Oh, wait. ISIS is beheading Chechens.
Oh, well, they probably deserved it.
Yeah, but don't forget that Putin's been sending Chechens into ISIS.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that matters then.
So.
What did they do?
They beheaded him. There's a... Huh?
What did the Chechens do?
They're pissed.
Chechens?
But
Chechen.
I think it's Chechens.
He had entered ISIS-held territory. This guy, Kasiev Magomed, had entered the ISIS-held territory under the name of Harun by order from the Russian intelligence. Magomed was beheaded in a chilling video last Wednesday by a Russian member of ISIS identified as Anatoly Zemlyanka. So this guy, they already say he was sent by Russian intelligence, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not clear whether he was going to, like, join ISIS or whether he was going there to, you know, he might.
So he was basically executed as a spy.
Right, yeah.
Everybody does that.
Yeah.
Don't
I wonder what this will mean for Putin's but they have a deal. Remember, Putin sets them up with guns and helps them get people, and in return they don't attack Russia.
Right. I forgot about that whole exchange, that whole Iran-Contra like little situation.
Yeah. So I don't know if if someone breached one side or the other of what they do, but I can't imagine that Putin's going to take this very well, or he might not care because he just sends all the psychos out there anyway.
He's going to be angry. Nah, it'll probably just keep going. He knows this is part of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fucking, wasn't he the director of the KGB or something? Or he was at least in the KGB. I mean, he's from that world.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck around.
No, and he knows what's going to happen when he sends spies somewhere. So.
Yeah, a couple of them are going to get popped.
Oh, the guy that beheaded him was Russian.
Yeah.
Interesting. So is there a lot of fucking like white ISIS now?
Well, Chechens are Muslim.
Right, I know.
But like there is a very large Muslim population in Russia, and ISIS is like an extremist.
This guy's like
version.
full-blown European looking though.
Yeah, well, Russians are very European looking.
No, I know, but there's all good different kinds of people in especially around the edges there, you know. There's people that don't look white at all in Russia.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess there have to be some. And, you know, I've seen a lot of very white and European looking Muslims.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking about ISIS in particular. I would have pictured them to be more like, I don't know, racially pure because they're so fucking nuts. I would have thought they wouldn't trust any Europeans or something. I don't know.
Nah, they're probably more inclusive crazy because that's more progressive and it gets them further.
As long as you're Muslim, you're good.
Yeah, probably. We don't discriminate based on skin color, just by religion.
And this guy was a fake Muslim spy. Man, that would be fucking crazy. Do you imagine actually doing something like this?
Oh, God.
Like, yeah, I'll go in there and I'll figure some shit out. I'll meet you back here in 3 weeks.
And then somehow I'll come back here.
Mm-hmm. I'll just give me a name and some papers. I'll be good. It's like, these people are fucking amazing. It's nuts.
No, I'll never do anything
that
like
whole
that.
world is as like as much harm as it does. You know, the black ops and all this fucking CIA spying around and intelligence work and shit. You know, it's like it's hateable, but it's fucking impressive in another way.
Yeah.
Really
what
is.
do I do?
Yeah, I know. I would be fucking caught in 10 minutes. I would be dead.
I'd get in there and I'd be like, "Hey guys, can I join ISIS?" Is that? I swear I'm Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum to yous.
Hey, yeah, I'd get in there and I'd be like, "Hey, assalamu alaikum to yous. I love that Koran, you know."
And just all start drawing their swords and like at the same time.
Praise Allah.
Yeah, the only one true God.
Yeah.
Allah. All right, well, I think that's gonna have to do it for tonight. I'm fucking exhausted, but we just want to put something up.
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
That's
you done?
it for me.
Nothing more?
No way.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back in a
So long.
couple of days. Bye.